The people with the strongest focus aren't waking up at 5 a.m. They're doing something far quieter and way more powerful. While the world sprints, they choose silence. While everyone forces grind mode, they build a kind of calm that can't be broken. Because real discipline doesn't come from forcing yourself out of bed. It comes from mastering your quiet hours, the moments no one sees. Let me show you the routine that actually works. No 5 a.m. needed. This is lock theory. And if this hits you already, stay with me for the next few minutes. You wake up already feeling behind, like the day started running without you. And before you even touch your phone, your mind is already loud. A mess of unfinished tasks, random thoughts, and tiny stresses that feel way bigger than they should. You want to focus. You want a routine. But everything steals your attention. Too many goals, too many tabs open in your mind, and not enough mental energy to chase any of them. And the worst part? You don't want to become one of those 5 a.m. discipline warriors. You want a routine that doesn't feel fake or forced. This isn't laziness. Your brain isn't underachieving. It's overstimulated. Let me show you the difference between the hustle routine and the quiet grind. Scene 1. The hustle routine collapse. Our stick figure hero decides, tomorrow I'm waking up at 5 a.m. New life starts. He sets 10 alarms on his phone. 5 a.m., 5:05, 5:10, 5:15. He stares at them like it's a battle plan. Cut to the next morning, 5 a.m. The first alarm explodes. He slams snooze without even opening one eye. Second alarm, snooze. Third, snooze. Fourth, he throws the blanket over his head like it's a shield. By the seventh alarm, he finally sits up. But his soul stays in bed. He tries to stand, falls back like a dying Wi-Fi signal. Then the guilt hits. Great, it's 6:20. I already failed. He reaches for his phone out of habit, and boom, dopamine ambush. Notifications, reels, messages. His brain gets hijacked instantly. He scrolls once, then twice, then 30 minutes disappear. He stares at the clock in shock. How did I lose half my morning and I haven't even started? His whole day already feels ruined. Not because he's lazy, but because his routine was built on pressure, not peace. Scene 2. The quiet grind awakening. Now cut to the same stick figure, but this time no alarms, no pressure. He wakes up naturally, not early, just in a calm, quiet room. Before touching his phone, he slowly sits up. He breathes. The world is still quiet. His mind is too. He steps into his simple, quiet grind routine. 1 glass of water, 1 minute of deep breathing, 1 tiny task, 1 calm intention. Not loud, not extreme, not Instagram aesthetic, just doable. And as he moves, you see something different in him. He's not chasing the day. He's leading it. His energy feels grounded. His mind feels lighter. And for the first time in a long time, he feels in control. It didn't require discipline or motivation or waking up before the sun, just quiet. Here's why the quiet grind works, and why the hustle routine never will. 1. Dopamine baseline. When you start your day with noise, notifications, scrolling, pressure, you spike dopamine instantly. It feels good for 5 seconds, but it destroys your baseline for the rest of the day. That's why everything feels harder. Quiet mornings reset the curve. They give your brain back the ability to feel motivated naturally. 2. Cognitive load. Your brain only has so much mental bandwidth when you wake up. If your first hour is chaos, your focus is gone before you even start. But in silence, you conserve that energy. You start the day with clarity instead of clutter. 3. Predictive stability. Your brain performs best when it knows what's coming next, not extreme routines, not forcing yourself into a lifestyle you can't sustain. It wants something predictable, low noise, and simple. That's what makes the quiet grind work. It's steady, not shocking. 4. Identity loop. And the more you repeat small, quiet habits, the more your brain starts believing, this is who I am now. That identity shift is what makes discipline finally stick. Not motivation, not guilt, identity. The quiet grind isn't about doing more. It's about removing the noise that stops you from being yourself. All right, let's break down the quiet grind. Not a morning routine, a morning reset. Something so simple, your brain starts craving it. Step 1. The 7-minute reset. The first 7 minutes after you wake up decide the entire tone of your day. Most people lose those minutes instantly, scrolling, rushing, reacting. The quiet grind protects them. Here's the sequence. 2 minutes of deep breathing. This brings your nervous system out of panic mode and into focus mode. 3 minutes of stretching. You're telling your brain, the body is ready, wake up gently. 2 minutes of intention setting. This anchors your mind before the world pulls it in 1,000 directions. That's all. 7 quiet minutes. And your dopamine, your stress, your cognitive load all stabilize. This is psychological grounding in its simplest form. Step 2. The one quiet task. Now that your brain is steady, you choose one and only one quiet task. Just one, not 10, not a full routine. One. Your options: reading, journaling, planning, a short walk, reviewing your goals, even just sitting in silence. This does something powerful. When you start your day with a single quiet win, you create momentum. Your dopamine rises slowly, not violently, the healthy way. And that gentle reinforcement builds the identity loop. I'm a focused person. I'm calm. I start my day with clarity. That's how discipline forms, not by forcing yourself, but by proving to your brain that it can trust you. Step 3. The noise filter. This is where the quiet grind becomes unstoppable. You remove one, just one, source of early noise. Examples: turn off notifications, no social media before a certain hour, skip email until later, avoid chaotic conversations, or simply keep your environment quiet. When you reduce early noise, your brain stays in its stable state, and in that state, your focus lasts 4 to 6 hours longer. This alone can change your entire life, not intensity, not waking up at 4 a.m., just noise control. The quiet grind isn't a morning ritual. It's a psychological shield, a reset button your brain has been begging for. When your mornings become quieter, your life becomes louder in all the ways that matter. Now let me show you what actually changes when you live in the quiet grind. Not in theory, in your brain, in your energy, in your identity. Before the quiet grind. Before the quiet grind, your mind feels like a browser with 20 tabs open. You wake up already overthinking, already behind, already stressed. Your brain is scattered, jumping from one thought to another. You start tasks, but don't finish them. Your energy dips before noon. You feel guilty for being distracted, but you can't escape the noise. This is the life most people live, not because they're lazy, but because their brain never gets a quiet moment to reset. After the quiet grind. But after you practice the quiet grind, everything shifts. Your mind stops racing. Your thoughts line up instead of crashing into each other. You feel calmer, not because life is easier, but because your brain is finally operating in clarity, not chaos. You become focused, the kind of focus that doesn't feel forced. Your confidence rises because you actually finish what you start. Your productivity becomes natural, not exhausting. Slowly, you start recognizing yourself. Not the stressed version, not the overwhelmed version, but the version with a clear mind, a steady rhythm, and real control. This is what the quiet grind unlocks, not perfection, but mental clarity that feels like breathing fresh air for the first time in years. If this routine made something click in your mind, don't just watch and leave. Lock this identity in. Comment "quiet grind" below, not as a trend, but as a signal to yourself that you're choosing clarity over chaos, consistency over noise, and a routine that works with your brain, not against it. And here's the truth. I'm only making part 2 if you ask for it. If you want the deeper version, the advanced habits, the psychology behind why this routine rewires your focus, then type "quiet grind" so I know you're ready. Your calm era starts now, and if you're staying for the next video, your brain will thank you.